What's up everyone, OJ here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Super Mario Maker 2, and we had the Super Mario Maker 2 Direct, and to be honest, I was more than blown away. This game looks absolutely phenomenal. This looks like Super Mario Maker 3. It looks like they skipped 2 and went straight to 3 because they added so many more elements, so much new content, so many things that I thought that they would not add to the game. Like, there were so many different things, and I am just blown away at the reception that this game is getting, at what they actually added, what's going on, the impact, what they're doing, and I'm going to talk about all of that in terms of what's new, what I like. I mean, there's not really much to dislike, but there's a lot of great stuff, so let's go ahead and get right into this. Now, and if you missed it, Nintendo had a 15-minute presentation on Super Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch, which is launching on June 28th. And there's some nice deals that you can get when it comes to Nintendo Switch Online packaged in with it. There's also some vouchers for game codes that you can use. All of that stuff will be in the link in the description below. We're going to be talking about Super Mario Maker 2, the impact it's going to have on the Nintendo Switch, and what they're adding to the game. So let's talk about what's new, because there is a lot of stuff. All people were asking was for slopes. Well, you got a lot more than that. So not only are there slopes where you can create angled surfaces just by picking up a direction and setting the length, gentler slopes are also additional too as well, so you can customize the type of slopes that you can do. But there's also the Angry Sun. Do you remember that from Super Mario Bros. 3? Yeah, that's in there as well. There's also on/off switches. You can hit them with blue blocks and all of that. Yeah, all the on/off stuff that you've seen in previous Mario games, yeah, that's in there for this game as well. Water levels. So the water level from Super Mario Maker 2 can be adjusted in the forest theme, so only half of the course can be underwater if that's what players want. Water can even be set to rise and fall at different speeds over time. It's absolutely nuts. That can bring some really crazy levels. There's also Bonsai Bill is in the game. Yes, Bonsai Bill, the red variation of the classic Super Mario enemies, have a homing function and chase poor Mario wherever he goes. Co-op in making. So this is something that I thought they would add to the game, but it gets way more in depth than just regular co-op. But this is actually pretty cool because two people can grab a controller, grab a Joy-Con, whatever the case is, and help each other build a stage. I think that's going to be a great kind of like father-daughter, father-son, mother-daughter type of moments to where two people can kind of go in there and build a level together, then play the level and test it out. I love that they added that feature because that really enhances the whole like hand a Joy-Con to somebody else and let them play. So I do love that. And then also, there are more secrets in Super Mario Maker 2. Players will have a blast experimenting with all the tools and features they can use to create. So Nintendo didn't even announce everything. That was in their press release, talk about to be continued. So there's even more stuff, more new enemies, more features, and more things that they didn't talk about, which I think that we'll hear about on June 8th at the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational, or the Super Mario Maker 2 event that they're going to be doing at E3 with the rest of their tournaments. Now, another thing, guys, here, this is the stuff that kind of blew me away, okay? This is the shocking things that I did not think that they would add to the game, and that is a story mode. But there's even more shocking things. But let's just start, okay? Let's just calm down, go one by one. The story mode, which can be played entirely offline. Mario sets out to help rebuild Princess Peach's castle. To fund the reconstruction project, he needs to collect coins, which he can earn by accepting jobs from the bulletin board and completing the associated courses. Story mode is a great way for players to get inspired with more than 100 original Nintendo crafted courses to play. So this is a real story mode. There is actually things that you can do in there. There are optional quests, right, to where you can earn extra coins and rebuild Peach's castle. This is absolutely amazing, and I love the fact that they said you can play completely offline. You don't need to have some type of online membership like you have to have with Nintendo Online in order to share courses and download them. Well, you know what? If you don't have that, you can still do this. You can still get a full game because there's going to be at least 100, or actually they said more than 100 original Nintendo crafted courses to play. So they're building this just like a new Super Mario Bros. Or they're building this just like a regular 2D Mario game in that sense, but within the game world that they built, right? Within Super Mario Maker. This to me absolutely blows away already what you can do in New Super Mario Bros. U. Just this by itself blows us away because it's Super Mario Maker. there's way more different things in this game and added elements, and New Super Mario Bros. Just resorts to what it does within that world. You can't add other things, whereas this one is going to have other elements. It's going to have the fact that you can accept side quests, right, with the coins and optional stuff on the bulletin board. I love that aspect of it. Mario's in his outfit, you kind of see him on the map, and then you kind of head into levels. That is absolutely phenomenal, and that is probably the most shocking thing that they added, because I don't think anybody really thought they were going to add something like this. Maybe some courses that are crafted from Nintendo. They did that with Super Mario Maker, and I get that, but to have a story mode centered around it with offline in order to ensure people like, hey, even if you don't want to pay for the Nintendo Switch Online, this game still has plenty of value. So this was just absolutely amazing. Now, they talked about new course themes, which you guys can read up on. There's a lot of information on that. And probably one of the biggest things for me, what makes this game just so much better, and to me, maybe even rivaling a 3D Mario game, and that is Super Mario 3D World content in here. The fact that they added in that new design just adds a whole fresh coat of paint that you don't normally see in 2D Mario games, because they have to stick to one style. There are so many different things, and adding in a 3D World style to this game, to me, just kind of put it over the top along with the story mode. So players can choose to create their courses in the style of Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, new Super Mario Bros. U games, and a new one based on Super Mario 3D World with some features unique to this style. And that's what I like. I like the unique features to the style. The Cat Mario, the Clear Pipe, the Koopa Troopa car, Track Block, Piranha Creeper, all these other things. Like, some of this stuff wasn't even in like Super Mario 3D World, like the Koopa Troopa car. That's like a completely new thing that they added in. That is not a style from Super Mario 3D World, but I guess it's styled within that because of the graphics and everything. But I love Cat Mario and I love Clear Pipes. Those are the two things that I love the most about Super Mario 3D World, is kind of going through those Clear Pipes and Cat Mario. They have that in there, and they added in new elements as well. Absolutely blew my mind when I heard about that. But probably the biggest and craziest thing about Super Mario Maker 2 is what they're doing with online. And not just the sharing the levels and all that. That's standard practice. That's great. We already knew that was going to come. But Course World. Okay, and let's detail Course World, because I want to make sure that I get all of this correct, because this just blew my mind that you're going to be able to do this in a Mario Bros. Game. This is a first. This is a revolutionary step for Mario. You've never been able to do this the way that we're going to explain it right here. So, Course World is an online hub where players can play and share courses, as well as play together. Course World is available for players around the world who have a membership to Nintendo Switch Online. Players can browse by popular courses, new courses, or even search for specific tags like puzzle solving or auto scroll using a set of filters. Once a course is downloaded, it can be played anytime, including offline. Players can also personalize their Mii character's appearance using items like shirts and hats that unlock after completing various objectives. In the Endless Challenge, players will try to compete as many Course World courses as possible on the difficulty of their choice before getting a game over. Earning impressive scores in this mode might even get the player on the leaderboard. So this is awesome. I love how they're kind of branding the Course World, and that was amazing, like I talked about with the sharing and all that. But the way that they're doing and they're setting up online just completely shocked me, and the play together option is the biggest thing. And in Course World, players can play courses with people all over the world. When playing with 4 players can play as Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Toadette. Multiplayer versus. 4 players face off in a side-scrolling showdown in this online multiplayer mode. Each player will be assigned a different character, then race each other in a randomly selected course. The player who clears the course first wins and increases their versus rating. Multiplayer co-op. In this online mode, up to 4 players must work together to beat the course. If one player finishes it, everyone wins. And that right there is a first for the Mario series, with the multiplayer versus, the multiplayer co-op, and even the Course World and what they put into there with some of the competitive aspects. There's no other Mario games that do this online. There's no other Mario games that have went this far, and that's the reason why I'm saying that this game kind of maybe rivals some of the other Mario games out there. And I've always put 3D Mario games above the 2D ones, except for like Super Mario World and maybe Super Mario Bros. 3, but this one right here might rival Super Mario 3D World, or maybe even, dare I say, like 64 or Galaxy or something like that, because there are so many features in this game that you've never seen in a Mario game before. There's so much stuff that they're adding into this one that we haven't seen before in any Mario games. Usually the 3D Mario games are the ones to kind of push things forward, right? They're the ones to add in a lot of the cool elements into different games. The 3D Mario games have always done that, but this game is actually taking the mantle. And that's exactly the reason why they didn't make like another new Super Mario Mario Bros. There's no reason, and I said that before, and I was like, you know what? There's not really any reason to make another new Super Mario Bros. If you're gonna go forward with Super Mario Maker, because you can make anything that you can make in New Super Mario Bros. And then some with Super Mario Maker, and on top of that, you can add in all this online stuff and what they're doing. But I didn't think that they would. We're gonna have to wait and see how the online play works out. I mean, there is some nice like rankings and stuff with online multiplayer, but I mean that could probably run into some issues with lag and latency with a 60 frames per second platformer. So I don't know if I'm gonna be hardcore into that, but I'll probably be into playing with the Elite Ninja here in the village with you guys, with the subscribers and stuff. So I'll probably be into that, but I don't know if I'm gonna be into actually playing against other people in randoms and things like that. But either way, I love the fact that you can do that, and hopefully it holds up when it comes to the latency and when you're playing. I don't think it'll be too bad if you're playing with people that you know have good connections, but random people and stuff like that, I don't know about that one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that, but either way, really cool stuff. I love what they announced with the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational at E3, so that's gonna be really awesome. There's gonna be some nice courses designed by Nintendo's Treehouse team and everything like that. Splatoon 2 is gonna be there, Super Smash Brothers, so awesome stuff, man. Really cool. I love what they're doing here, and I love the fact that there's just so much content added into this one. This is a definitive system seller. This is a bona fide system seller, and you are going to see the Switch explode starting this June with Yokai Watch in Japan, and then rolling into Super Mario Maker 2. It is going to be pretty much a crazy type of summer for Nintendo, and we're already seeing on Amazon that Super Mario Maker 2 is the #1 game, and I'm pretty sure on the eShop Super Mario Maker 2 is going to be the #1 game as well. I think Nintendo with that direct pretty much catapulted Super Mario Maker 2 past like the 14 or 15 million unit mark within the year. So what do you guys think about all the different things with Super Mario Maker 2? What were your most shocking surprises with this game, and are you guys excited to play it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.